Welcome everybody. This is a pretty exciting day. We are getting ready to put our first base on what we call the high line. And so we're gonna get the base down. After we get the base down, we'll grade it off, get it to a perfect grade. And then we're gonna get our railroad ballast down. So I'm in the dozer here. I got it all graded off, roughed in right now. We're gonna use the dozer to pull our ballast applicator. Puts a nice straight shot down here. So I'll have you look up here, but right down the dozer there's a line from the blade on the front end loader. And if you ignore the little wobbles in the center, the line on this end and the line on that other end, if you ran a string down them, they're almost perfectly straight. So I'm gonna pull a ballast applicator behind me, and I'm gonna put that little knob right in the center of that dozer, right on that line, and we're just gonna go straight. I'm not gonna follow the zigzag in the middle. When I was back dragging, I'm gonna aim for the far end, and we're just gonna go straight. So, man, when you see this shot here, if you line up this, you might not be able to see it on camera, but from here, that's a pretty thing right there. So let's get to it, and I'll have you take a peek at the line we're shooting, and let's put some stone down. Well, this is a pretty historic moment right here. So we are actually starting to build a railroad other than just doing the dirt work. So I don't even know what day it is. We're gonna have to figure that out. But stone on the grade today. I love it. This is kind of important too. I pulled the dozer this far down because we're going to put the ballast applicator here. And once I raise the driveway, I want to be able to set up on this side and carry that grade across, because we got to build that across the driveway. So that's why we're starting away from the driveway a little bit. And make things easy. get some stone and let's get her done. Well, I hope we have enough ballast here for our base. It actually goes quite a ways, so it doesn't look like much, but this is our first load of ballast on the railroad. We'll use this little pile up here first, just to get it out of the way. It's hard to get a full bucket with such a small pile. Back and forth now. I'm excited. Well, by today's standards, some of you might think this is really slow, half a bucket at a time. But I go back to the 1800s when they were out there with horses and donkeys and carts, doing it all by hand with pickaxes and drills. We are blessed to have this equipment here. I mean, I might not be an A1 excavating company, but we're getting her done. So the reason why we're putting this down for a base instead of the railroad ballast is it's too marbly. But when you get it over here, and we're gonna grade this out a little wider, it gets down into the sand, and the sand helps lock it together. So once we get this graded out, pound down in the sand like that, and then we'll put our railroad ballast on top of this. I think it'll be awesome. Talking about doing this slow, I just keep thinking, you know, when Diz built his railroad in Washington, where we bought the HK Porter from, he hauled railroad ballast out in 5-gallon buckets. And Diz, you're an animal. But hey, when you got a dream, you just chase it. It don't matter how long it takes or what you do, you just keep going. 1 foot a day is 1 foot a day.
Well, everybody, we are just under an hour into this process, and already we're at the halfway point for our goal for today. So if this is any indication of how quick this job is actually going to get done, once we get a few more people out here, let's just say that we had somebody in the loader and somebody in the bulldozer, we'd be going twice as fast as what we're doing right now, and we're going pretty darn quick. So we're happy with this. Yeah, it's doable. Let's build this thing.
This would go a lot faster, but every time the loader guy dumps a load of stone, he gets out of the loader.
So we're averaging roughly about 17 to 18 feet per half bucket from the loader. Emphasize half bucket. I should say half bucket for the ballast applicator, but if we really loaded this thing up, we go a lot further. But this is looking fantastic. Look how far we've come. Less than an hour of work, and there's the finish line. Who knew?
Well, we're gonna stop right here. We got to the end of the straight stretch. I'm gonna have Neil come in here and give me a nice radius. If I follow my dirt here, I might have to adjust this because I got kind of a sharp corner. It straightens out a little bit, and then it's a little sharp corner. And the train station is gonna be right here at the bottom of the hill. So I want a nice radius in there because this is a 2.7% grade when we go up this way. So I don't want a real jerky corner, because once we roll out of the station, we start around this corner, we're going to be opening that throttle wide open to make this hill. And so that's all we can do until I get Neil back out here and give me a nice radius in this corner. It might fit in here, it's hard to say. I don't want to guess at this, so we're just going to stop. And that's it for today. But I'm pretty excited that we got this stretch done, man. That looks really nice. So now we'll grade this off, we'll get that nice and flat, and then we'll put our good railroad ballast on top of this, and then we can start putting some ties and some rail down. So we are getting close.
Well, everybody, I think that's going to wrap up the video for today. We are extremely pleased with our progress and this process. It's going to go by pretty quick once we get the rest of this stuff done. So really the only thing left to do now is to go pick up some more loads of ballast. Not the marbly kind, but the railroad ballast that we're actually going to use across the entire grade after the rest of our base is put down. Before we do that, we got to bring a grader in here, level this off, flatten it out, and then we can go to the races from there. But I think that's enough for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for your time. And to our supporters and members, guys, thank you so much. Every single month you guys make a difference out here. It really means the world to us. And for the rest of you guys that are out there watching our videos, hitting the thumbs up and subscribing, it really does make a big difference, and we can't stress enough just how big of a difference it does make for us. So we are nearing 4,000 subscribers at the time of this video. We have had a lot of new faces hop on board here, and we are super thrilled to see you guys choosing to spend your time with us and follow our story. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to have a wonderful day, put a smile on somebody's face, and we will see you next week. Take care, everybody.